What does a selling agent do? Hey folks, my name is Chris at Hauseit, based here in Miami, Florida. Today we're going to answer this rather technical question because a selling agent is a term you don't hear quite often except among real estate agents and more specifically in the MLS. A selling agent is typically defined as the real estate agent who procures the buyer. So what does that mean? Well, when you're asked in the MLS to indicate who the selling agent is, if it is a direct buyer, then the selling agent would be the seller's agent or the listing agent because the seller's agent, also known as the listing agent, procured the buyer. It was a direct buyer, hence the selling agent is also the seller's agent. If the buyer had their own agent, a buyer's broker, then that buyer's broker would be considered the selling agent. So this is really a technical term that usually is only required, and you only see this in the MLS. So when real estate agents are changing the status of a listing to in contract or closed in the MLS, they're often required to provide this information to give credit to who the selling agent is. This is really the only time you'll see this term used. Now, with that said, if you searched for this topic and you were actually curious on what does a seller's agent do, that is a different topic. But in brief, a seller's agent obviously is very different. A seller's agent represents the seller, has a fiduciary responsibility to the seller, and tries to sell the seller's property according to the seller's wishes, at terms acceptable to the seller. And the seller's agent's duties really vary from everything from helping coordinate the photography, 3D tours, 2D floor plan, all of the marketing for the property, listing it obviously, showing the property, open houses, any negotiation of offers, holding any best and finals and such, working with the buyer and the buyer's agent throughout the process, maybe helping them with the building's purchase application if there is one, and referring any service providers that the buyer might need or the seller might need, and generally being there as a guide throughout the process for the seller, and being a chaperone to make sure a deal proceeds smoothly all the way to closing. So a seller's agent really does quite a lot. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below. We can talk about it further. And of course, if you are looking for a seller's agent, please consider our 1% for full service listing option, where one of our agents handles everything for you for a 1% listing fee versus the traditional 6% broker commission, which is quite a bit of money. And of course, if you're looking to do it yourself, we have an agent-assisted FSBO listing service where you can save all 6% if you find a direct buyer, and you pay a small flat fee to get your property listed on the MLS and hundreds of other industry standard websites. And of course, if you're looking to buy, our buyer's brokers can give you 2/3 of the buyer's broker commission back to you, subject to us keeping a minimum of 1% at closing. So that can be quite a bit of money. 2/3 of the typical 3% is 2% back to you, but that buyer broker commission can be quite a bit higher on new construction, where they sometimes offer as much as 7-8%. So 2/3 of that can more than cover your closing costs. We cover all of New York City, all 5 boroughs, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley. In Southeast Florida, we cover Miami-Dade County, where we're based, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie counties. My name is Chris at Hauseit, and we'll see you on the next one.